In your opinion, let me see. How do I want to phrase this? In your opinion, who was the biggest loss?
I'm going to say Blankenship as of right now. Um, if Goddard finds a way out of here, I'd probably put him. But I'm going to start off. It would be it'd be Blankenship.
Hmm.
Like every other position has a plan, right? Because Jalix Hunt is an ascending player. Smith wasn't healthy, but he came on at the end of 2024. He was even the best pass rusher on the Super Bowl team. Sweat had a shot there towards the end. Smith was the best.
Yeah.
At off-ball linebacker, like we just said, I mean, you're going to start off the season without adding a single player. As of today, we stand with Zach Bond starting, Campbell next to him. Your first guy off the bench is Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Smile Mondon played really well on special teams last year. And then they've got a kid named Chance Campbell that they're pretty high on that apparently was pretty solid on the scout team. I think that was the one Saquon Barkley referred to as the best scout team player he's ever played against. So
yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah,
they're good there. But at safety, I mean, even including futures contracts, they only have 4 safeties under contract right now, and that is Andrew Makuba, Sidney Brown, Andre Sam, and Brandon Johnson. And Sam and Johnson are simply developmental players. They're not going to play. So
who's that? The other kid from Georgia, right? Sam
which
L?
one?
Did you say Sam L? Was it S?
No. Andre Sam. He was
Sam. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that works out with Gardner Johnson and all those dudes. I can't remember the trainer, that DB trainer that works all them out, but he was the Louisiana Lafayette transfer to LSU. We got him as a UDFA. He's been here for a couple years in the program, but he's played in some games, but that's not. He's not here to be the next Blankenship. You know what I mean? Blankenship was a UDFA that ended up getting on the field. I don't know if guys remember. He picked off Aaron Rodgers, I think, in his like 3rd snap in the NFL. So, the Blankenship TJ Edwards comparison, I think, is pretty spot on there. And I think we remember what happened when Edwards walked. That was 2023. That was Zach Cunningham, Nick Morrow, Miles Jack for like 3 days. I mean, it was bad. So. I think the wide receiver thing, like even just to drop this on that, you still have a Devontae Smith. You don't have a Devontae Smith at safety. And you're talking about one of the most important positions in this style of defense. You've got to have a really, really good safety. And at least a guy that knows where everybody needs to be and can, like you said with Reed, he's not the biggest, fastest, strongest, but he's always in the right spot.
Yeah, I think it's pretty telling and pretty evident that you would pick the white guy. So it's cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had a chance. We had a chance to sign a corner. I love seeing it. Like we could have signed a corner. We moved Coop to safety to save money in the long run because we don't want to pay him the McDuffie deal. We have 2 starting white safeties, one of which Howie referred to as the most elite talent on the entire team. He was like, we could put, I believe Cooper could be out there and play quarterback. He's just good.
Right.
I mean, he's a stud. So, I mean, to break up the exciting whites like that is just, without a plan. That's just the thing that, is just.
That's a pity.
And I thought I was going to see like 3. I thought I was going to see the number for Dean, the 3 for 36. That's what I thought Blankenship was going to get from Dallas. I was like, oh, yeah, they're going to pay him. Christian Parker wants his guy. Like, he wants somebody to come in. Because, and Nate, you can attest to this. There's so many different coordinator changes this year. You need translators. And sometimes a guy is simply on the roster making a good amount of money as a veteran to just translate the system because it's all about verbiage. It's all about language. Sirianni hinted at this. Is Shanahan McVay that different from a Tony Dungy, Mike Martz style offense? No, it's not that different. It's just things are called different things. And so you have to get that down packed. Yeah. And then what's the answer? Oh, we could just draft a safety in the 1st round. You want a rookie and a second-year guy running a Fangio defense? I don't think Vic wants that. I mean, he put in Epps over the 3rd-round pick. Played Epps because he knew where to be.
Yeah, Reed was too slow. Need someone faster. Not necessarily. Reed did his job, and believe it or not, instinct to make up for that. Because if I'm not mistaken, since he's been with the Eagles, and you can double check me on this one, bro, I think he's led them in picks. He's underrated.
He has 9 picks in his career.
Yeah, like he's underrated as a little bit of a ball hawk. He's he's not the ball hawk as what we think of getting, like, double-digit picks or.
Well, he's not what Gardner Johnson was for
Yeah, he's not Gardner Johnson, but he's underrated with his INTs. He's underrated from a turnover standpoint.
Let me give you the best difference between those two players because they're both exciting, right? And no pun intended there, but Gardner Johnson is going to Gardner Johnson's going to make jumps on the ball that are unwarranted. Blankenship's going to go for the tackle. Gardner Johnson's going to get beat by going for the big play. Blankenship is just right place, right time, getting the kind of interception. And that's sometimes there's some people that just have a knack for the football. And I think Mukuba has a bit of it. I thought he played well and he came on there.
No, he did play well.
But again, that's not, in this defense, the way that we do things, that's a lot to put on his plate for year 2 coming off a broken ankle.
Yeah, and to your point, you're spot on, right? 9 picks in 4 years. That's not too bad.
For an undrafted free agent?
For an undrafted free agent, it's not too bad.
So people know he signed for $60,000 when he signed with the team. He got a $5,000 signing bonus and a $55,000 base salary to go into OTAs and made the roster. I mean, to see him paid like this is awesome.
I think, to me, I think it's easy to go kind of Dean just the way he was a leader, but I'm actually going to go Phillips. Even though we weren't going to pay Phillips that type of money, I'm actually going to go Jaelan Phillips because I don't think there's any – like now you're back to the problem I've always had with the Philadelphia Eagles over the next couple of years.
Year.
Yeah, like they have no –
You have been pounding this table for a premier edge rusher for 2 years, even during the Super Bowl run. You've been pounding the table. They need number one.
Rush. They need a number one. And I like Hunt. I like his upside. I think he can get hot and cold. And I think what I saw from him last year is that, especially the way they're going to probably use him, he's a multifaceted player. He's not just going to go get the quarterback. They're going to move him around. He's going to be in coverage. And he thrived a little bit because he had 1 touchdown. I think he had 1 touchdown and 2 picks? Maybe 3.
Something like that. There at the end, I mean, what did he have? 5.5 sacks, a forced fumble, a pick 6. I mean,
he's a disruptor. Yeah. So, but he's a disruptor in multiple ways. So he's not a go. I don't know. I don't want to put a ceiling on him. He could be a double-digit sack guy, but I don't think he's going to be a double-digit sack guy. Get you 2 or 3 picks. Then take one to the house, multiple fumbles. I mean, we're talking about like T.J. Watt type.
Well, yeah, but I don't think utilization is what you're getting at, though. Is he Micah Parsons? No, and that's a bad name to use, but they use him in the way that people want us to use Campbell, and that's not who Campbell is.
6.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 3 picks, and a tutty. That ain't bad for a second-year player.
That's not bad at all.
From St. Baptist. John St. Baptist School, right?
The guy, the way that he's come on, Smith's durability is his question. When he plays, he produces, but it's the durability. Can you actually do it? And I think we could both say that maybe if a guy like Phillips was there week 1 and they would have bit the bullet on one of those guys, maybe we don't rush him to play off that torn bicep. Maybe he waits a couple weeks. And comes back actually healthy, right. Doesn't re-tear the bicep.
You're talking about somebody going to come back looking like he ons more steroids. Jesus.
Oh, Smith is going to come. He's
got to. Well, is this year 5? Is this contract year?
Year 4, yeah. Him and Carter are going into they were same draft, so they're going into their
4th year?
4th year, yeah.
Okay, 4th year, okay.
But they're, those two, Carter aside, with Smith, I think that, like you hinted at earlier, they want him to take the same way that Davis has done and was rewarded for. That's what they want.
Yeah.
But the fact that they were in on Phillips as strong as they were shows that they are admitting to you that they know that they need one more guy, that they don't have that mold that they need to complement those two. Because I think that, what we're kind of hinting at is when you have a guy like Phillips, it allows Hunt and Smith to just go eat. And when they can just go eat, and you can send Smith at the quarterback, and you can send Hunt to do all his little, maybe drop into coverage, do whatever he's doing, it makes the defense a lot more versatile. It makes the defense more lethal.